All right, so today we're gonna talk about some chord changes. So let's try to take a look here. The first chord is a C major chord. See the fingering? First finger, second finger, and the third finger. And then we start right hand, start on the fifth string. So we're gonna strum in 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next chord, we're gonna change to G7 chord. So this is G7. 3, 4. See the fingering? G7, first finger, second finger, and the third finger on the sixth string. So we're gonna play all 6 string, like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we're gonna do the 2 chord changes from C to G7. So each chord we're gonna hold in 4 beats. We can strumming that, like a strumming quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4, G7, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to C chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, go back to G7, 1, 2, 3, 4, ending C, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the key is when you're doing the chord changes from C to G7, see how I'm changing the fingering? Basically my second and third finger moving 1 string up, and the first finger move to the first, from second string to the first string. C chord, G7, C chord, G7. That's the shape. All right, so now let's move to the next one. The next chord changes from G to D7. That's G chord to D7 chord. Okay, so the G chord is right here. So G chord, second finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret. My first finger is on the 5th string, 2nd fret. And then my third finger is on the bottom, 1st string. So we're gonna strumming all 6 string. So this is a G major chord. A 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the next chord is D7. D7. So like a triangle shape, the first finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, second finger on A, third finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret, like a triangle. And then we're gonna start on the 4th string. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we're gonna doing the chord changes between G to D7. Each chord holding a 4 beats. We can strumming a quarter note, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, D7, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to G, 2, 3, 4, D7, 2, 3, 4, and then G, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the chord changes between G and the D7. So now moving to the third one, we kind of adding a C chord. It's combination, start on G, C, D7, and the G chord. Okay, so let's do this one. Start on G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, going to D7, D, 2, 3, 4, back to G, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in this chord progression, G, C, D7, and then G. Okay, so the between G chord to C chord. So this is a little tips showing you how to doing the chord changes faster, quicker. See the G chord. This is the shape for G major. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then between G to C, see this is G chord. I'm changing to C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the C chord, I'm pretty much using my third finger kind of leading other 2 fingers. So between G to C chord. See, G chord to C chord. So C, I'm using my third finger. Once your third finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret, you hold them there. Other 2 fingers in the shape. The muscle can find in there. C chord. Okay, and then the next chord, so from C chord, we're gonna change to D7. So 2, 3, 4, D7, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so between C to D7 right here, you see C chord and then D7. I'm pretty much holding my first finger. This is a common finger between C chord and the D7 chord. So you're holding your first finger on the second string first fret. You're just holding there, don't moving. So this is C chord. See, from C to D7. C to D7 right there. See this triangle right here? So 1, 2, 3, 4 to D7. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then the last one, so it's a D7. We're gonna back to G major. So this is D7, and then when I go to G major, second finger, lead right here. Okay, showing one more time. So from D7 to G, D7 to G. So from D7 chord, I go to G chord. I'm using my second finger, lead. So find my first note, which is on the 6th string, 3rd fret, and the other 2 fingers together. So one more time, D7 to G. Okay, here you go. This is the full chord changes. So G, C, D7 to G. I'm using the strumming pattern. It's 1/4 note with a 3/8 note. So it's a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So the strumming pattern is down, down, up, up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, so try to working the chord changes. G, C, D7, and then G7. So those three chord changes, the chord progression is very common to using between C major key and then G major key as well. Okay, try to keep working this rhythm and then the chord changes. Okay, thank you. See you next time.